Jesus as the Alpha. We know that the devil comes to steal, kill and destroy. And look at how he has come to steal, kill and destroy, even as we look at Jesus the Alpha. Jesus was, we know, was the king. He's the king over our lives. He was a king born. And he had a kingship. And we know that Herod didn't want another king to be born. So what did the devil want to do? We know Jesus is the King of Kings. So the devil used Herod to go and send a message to kill every baby in the area, planning to eventually make sure that Jesus dies. So the devil tried to steal the kingship of Jesus. Then we have still Jesus the Alpha. The devil went and killed all his newborn using Herod. So the devil tried to steal Jesus' kingship. He plotted to kill Jesus. And today, I remind even young people, the devil will use things to kill you. Like I tell many young people, that even the very headphones that you use with those thumping music, it picks up your blood pressure. And we know when your blood pressure is raised up, it has a negative effect on your body. High blood pressure, raised blood pressure, is a slow killer to your body. And yet I will find our young people walking around with so many earphones, with blaring and bumping music, not realizing that these are techniques used to kill you, because the enemy hates you. And you may say, but why tell us all this? Isn't life becoming so much? You're taking out the fun out of life. How is killing you taking out the fun of life? How is loving you so much that we want to tell you the right things to do is taking out the fun of your life? Will it be fun one day to see you in a coffin? So you are precious. You're God's child. You are King's kid. You royalty. The Bible says that we are a royal priesthood, a peculiar nation. You know what peculiar means? We stand out, we're different. We don't conform to the world. We're peculiar. When the world looks at you, that's why some people, even today, they say, but the person is a Christian. They're Christian. They use the line, hey, but he's a Christian, he's behaving like that. Because the world knows that you are peculiar. There's something different about you. There's something that should be different about you. Gone are the days where people want to be peculiar, where people want to stand out, where people want to be proud to say they're going to church. You find that the devil comes to steal, kill and destroy. The third thing he does, he destroys. You find by trying to kill Jesus through Herod, the devil tried to destroy God's will and the plan of salvation. The purpose that Jesus came was to save us. So you need to know that the devil is not hesitating on killing you in accomplishing the destiny that God has for your life. The devil is not holding any punches. But we sit back complacent. Sometimes, if you look at things that are happening around us, it's so hard for the Christian community to stand up against certain things, because we rather choose to be complacent. And then we're surprised why certain things, certain drugs are being legalized. Because other organizations that are non-believing have spoken up on this behalf. And yet we sit back complacent. Jesus, the Omega over his life, as the King, we know that Jesus will sit on his throne. And he sits up to today on his throne. But when we meet him one day face to face, he will be as the King of Kings on his throne. And we know that when Jesus died, the devil tried to steal Jesus' kingship. How? He put a crown of thorns on Jesus' head. He tried to mock Jesus' kingship by putting up a plank on the cross of Jesus and saying, "This is the King of the Jews. Here he is, King of the Jews." Why? He was trying to say, "Look at the King of the Jews. He's being crucified." He tried to mock the kingship of Jesus. And so by doing this, he put a robe on him. And he put a crown of thorns on Jesus' head. But I want you to know that there may have been a crown of thorns, but there's always a rose amongst the thorns. Jesus was that rose amongst the thorns. The Bible says that he is known as the rose of Sharon. Jesus, even amongst roses, even amongst thorns, still remains the King. But the devil came and tried to steal the kingship of Jesus. The devil, at the omega state of Jesus' life, omega, at Jesus' death, the devil killed Jesus. But we know the devil says that he killed Jesus, he crucified him, and how the devil must have rejoiced. But little did he know how much the Lamb of heaven, laid down his life willingly for his children, to save the world. Jesus laid down his life willingly. He willingly went to the cross to be crucified. And the devil must have thought he came to steal, he killed, now he had destroyed. He must have rejoiced at that moment to say he destroyed the Redeemer, the one that the scripture spoke about, how he's going to save his people and save his people from sin and sickness. And how proud the devil must be felt. But we know that the king of death, the king of hell, who showed hell that even hell couldn't hold him down, even death couldn't hold him down, he came up as a conqueror. And he sits on that throne today, alive, as the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And he is the coming King. He comes again.
Over the mountains and the sea, your river runs the love for me. And I will open up my heart and let the healer set me free. I'm happy to be in the truth, and I will daily lift my hands, for I will always sing of when your love came